actually becoming a hobby right now, you know, climbing all the way up there to shoot one YouTube video. I kind of like that spot so much, you know. And you see that wide angle, the roof, blurry background when I'm in frame, center. It's amazing. I love that spot a lot. Let's get up there. Namaste beautiful souls, beautiful world, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? Wow. So, it's really hot out here. I don't know why the monsoon feels like summer these days, but it should be monsoon at this point of time, but no rain. It's super hot. I don't think I need a glass up here. I want to talk about my camera here, why I love my Sony a6500. I've been using this camera for almost 2 years now, and I want to discuss the specs, the pros and cons about the camera, but still why I love this camera, why you should consider this as the entry pro photo or video camera depending on your budget, and I'm going to tell you why this is still worth in 2020. The reason why I chose this camera 2 years ago is because of the specs. So which is the best camera to you and for me is a whole different scenario. 2 years ago when I was looking for a perfect camera, I was so interested in a 1DX Mark II, but that is too over the top of price. I want something budget. I want something I can hold, run and gun shoot, which the second option was Sony cameras. So when I searched more into it, I like a6500. I realized that that's what I need for this moment when I am entering to YouTube stuff, filmmaking, content creation kind of thing. So I ended up buying these things for 3 reasons. One, the form factor. It's small. It's not big. It's not small too like a compact camera or my iPhone. It's very good. It's balanced here and it's very well balanced. Which leads to the second most important thing I was looking into the camera was low capabilities. None of the Canon cameras had that low capabilities at the time when I was choosing this camera. I want to shoot in flat profile. I like that so much. Now I'm using it so often in every videos, even in the vlogs. It's hard to go back to that codecs. Standard codecs. This is something amazing, which leads to the third thing, high frame rate shooting. For example, slow motion. This thing can do up to 120 frames per second, 1080p, super slow motion, which is why I love this camera so much. It's also shooting 60 frames per second, that balanced. You know what I figured it out? Every time, in between the shots, there is no vehicle on the road making any disturbance. When the moment I hit the record button, it's going crazy. Why? So it's also got 60 frames per second video shooting, that balance, not super slow motion, but that slow motion. Again, it shoots as 25 frames. I wish 24 is the perfect codecs for filmmaking and all that, but it's still good. Plus 4K video recording. I never used that in this camera, but it's an option when I need it. Nobody's watching in videos in 4K, not even in phone. So what I do is I shoot everything in 1080p and I upscale it in post-production to 4K, which leads to the negative side of the camera. First of all, just like I mentioned in my previous videos, battery life. Super bad. You need more than 5 batteries, at least 5 batteries when you're traveling, filmmaking, content creation kind of thing, like Sam Calder and other beautiful people do. You definitely need more than 5 to 6 batteries for shoot wonderful videos, especially you're using S-Log, super slow motion. You're definitely gonna drain more batteries. So you're gonna use multiple batteries. Plus, if you're using a battery grip just like I do, it's gonna be more beneficial. That's benefits more. Second and biggest negative side about this camera is no flip LCD screen. Why Sony? Why? No flip LCD screen is the biggest bumper to these cameras. I'm not saying just to Sony, every other camera manufacturers who doesn't produce cameras without flip LCD screen is a big negative. Sony, if you're listening, I'm talking to you. I know you don't even care who I am or you don't even know I exist, but please make more cameras with flip LCD screen. You made that in EZV1, but we want that in here, in these mirrorless cameras capable of shooting filmic cinematic footages, not some point out shoots. Please. That's the only thing we want. We don't care about anything else, the color science and all that bullshit, but this is a must. I'm telling you guys, if you do this, if you make with flip LCD screen, these cameras will go to the next level. I'm telling you, you're gonna beat every other company out here because you're doing great with everything else, the specs and all that. This is the only thing we need as a filmmaker or content creator. Anyway, the struggle is I'm using manual focus now because I'm using S-Log. Don't want that little bit of blue, jet going in between. So I'm manually focusing. If I'm not in focus, what I'm doing is I'm referencing my hand, going back to the screen, looking at it, coming back. If I'm not in frame or like I'm not getting what I want, this here is a big bumper. I need to reshoot everything again and again, same as with the exposure. For me, I'll say these are the only drawbacks to the Sony. According to my workflow, I love this camera so much. I don't know what the color science and all that, but I heard Canon have the best color science and all that, but still I love this camera for, first of all, that log capability, shooting in log profile, flat profile, super slow motion 120 frames per second, and the option of 4K. That what made me choose this camera over the other cameras. But I'm telling you, flip LCD screen is a must. So Sony, please produce more cameras which have flip LCD screen. She's beautiful, but about to rain soon. I got a little itch on my eyes right now, but I'm not supposed to touch it because we all know COVID-19 and there are new virus coming up, spreading to animals. So there are a lot of animal poops, especially birds out here pooping. So I'm going to go down and I'm gonna get downstairs and use some sanitizers, wash my hands and check my eyes. I think today is gonna be a rainy evening. Yesterday was very nice. You know how it is when you see that golden hour going on. It's so beautiful. It's a shame I can't travel to anywhere. Do you actually believe that COVID-19 affected us in all aspects of our life? Some are positively influenced us. For example, the hygienic part. We started taking care of our body, our health more consciously. We started using sanitizers and all that whenever we go out and all that. Before that, to be honest, I'm sure this can relate to everybody out there. I didn't use much of sanitizers or any kind of hygienic product that often in day-to-day basis. I did twice a day maybe when I go to a shower or something, like using soap and all that, but now I'm using it more and more than a day-to-day basis, which is a huge health benefit or influence that we positively hit from COVID-19. Look at that gold color. Can you see that gold color coming off that wall? It's beautiful, look at that. Wash my hands, check my eyes, nothing serious. I hope everything's gonna be fine. I don't want to get affected by coronavirus or anything. No. Started raining outside and I proved myself how dumb I am again. I forgot to change my frame rates before shooting the entire vlog. I switched to 60 frames when I was shooting the small B-roll that you saw in the beginning. Then I forgot to switch back to 24 frames. Yep. So I hope I mentioned everything about this camera, why I love this camera so much and still worth the money. But always remember, you are the ultimate person who can choose the perfect camera according to your needs. Don't overlook at the specs and the things, because then your needs become wants. Total different thing. This is not also that friendly budget camera. By the time I brought this camera, is around 1,50,000, Plus I brought the extra lens f1.4 Sigma 16mm, which I'm using right now. Also cost around 50,000. So 2 lakhs is a lot of money. So if you don't want that kind of a camera workflow, that you can choose budget friendly camera. The quality is gonna be matters according to the price, but still you get good footage out of any camera if you use that logs and all that. Choose according to your needs. You are the only person who can do that to yourself. Don't listen to anybody, just go search on the web and all that, find the perfect camera for your needs. With that being said, signing off from Kurtnaram Vloggers. See you next time with a new vlog, new video. Till then, this is Maheshwaran. Peace. I was actually about to climb down and I saw that view there. Look at that. Wow, it's coming straight. It's beautiful, but at the same time a little bad. Look at that tower over there. Look at that. Everything's gonna be beautiful today. Because of that, I'm gonna get down.